The money at the hockey game. Isaac is looking at the mountains from their hotel window in Salt Lake City. They have just arrived, and he is hungry after a day of driving. "Let's go have dinner at a nice restaurant," says Isaac. "Oh, I'd love that," says Wendy. "But wait, do you know how much money we have left? We've been spending a lot of money on this trip, and we still have 2 weeks left." "We can check, but we should be fine," says Isaac, smiling. "I'm not so sure," says Wendy. "Why don't you look in the envelope and see how much we have? Then we can decide where to go for dinner." She takes out a big envelope and gives it to Isaac. He sits at the desk in the hotel room and looks at the bills inside the envelope. He adds how much money they have spent on their trip so far. Now he is afraid, because their trip has been more expensive than they thought it would be. "We're not going to a nice restaurant, Wendy," says Isaac. He's not smiling now. "There isn't much left. We need to be more careful with our money. Where are we going to get enough money for the rest of the trip?" The room is quiet. Then Isaac says, "I have an idea. Let's sell our tickets to that hockey game tomorrow. They were expensive, so we'll get a lot of money for them." "We can't do that." Wendy is very angry now. "It's the college hockey championship. That's why we came to Salt Lake City." Wendy loves hockey. When she learned that this year's college championship games were going to be played in Salt Lake City while they were traveling west, she asked her dad if he would buy tickets for them. Isaac knows how important the game is to her, so he says he'll go, but he really doesn't want to. The next day, they wait in line outside the hockey stadium with all the people. Wendy is very happy, but Isaac is still thinking about money. It is cold inside the hockey stadium because of all the ice. They find their seats, which are close to the rink. They can see the players wearing their ice skates and helmets, getting ready for the game. "These are good seats," Wendy says as the game begins. As he watches the players hitting each other and falling on the ice, Isaac is thinking that he really doesn't like hockey. But the crowd loves it, and it's very loud. It makes Isaac's head hurt, so he goes off to explore the lobby of the stadium. Wendy is too busy watching the game and doesn't see Isaac leave. He walks by the food counters. He is hungry, but the food is too expensive. He walks by the gift store and sees all the hockey shirts and hockey hats. They are ugly and expensive. He takes a ride on the escalator. He is very bored. Isaac sits on a bench in the hallway of the lobby when he sees a purse next to him. The purse is open, and there is money inside. Isaac looks to his right, and he looks to his left. There is a counter near the door with a receptionist, but the receptionist isn't looking, so Isaac looks in the purse. It is full of $100 bills. Isaac doesn't know what to do. He is walking in the hallway. "The purse isn't mine," Isaac says. "But if I took it, I wouldn't have to think about money again. So I think I'll take it." Isaac is happy, but he doesn't take it. He is still walking around the lobby. He is thinking and thinking. The more he thinks, the less happy he is. "I can't take the purse," he thinks after 10 minutes. "It's not my money." He takes the purse and walks to the receptionist at the counter. "Excuse me," he says. "I found this purse full of money and I want to turn it in." The receptionist is smiling. He has a big beard and glasses. "That is very nice of you." Now there are many people standing near Isaac. They are holding cameras. The receptionist takes off his beard and glasses. "I have good news," the man says. "I am not a receptionist. I'm an actor. We are making a television show, and we put the purse on the bench to see what you would do. Since you chose to do what is right, you will receive a reward of $1,000. Isaac doesn't know what to say. He stands there with his mouth open. The people with cameras are laughing and smiling at him. They give him the money from the purse and say, "Congratulations." Wendy is still watching the game when he returns. Isaac's mouth is still open. "Where did you go, Isaac?" "I was doing some thinking in the lobby," he says. "And I have an idea. After the game, let's have dinner at a nice restaurant." "What? We can't do that, Isaac. We're running out of money. It's okay, Isaac says, with a big smile on his face. I think we'll have enough.